Hey YouTube, this is Eric from Thump'em Fishing, and we're getting ready to head offshore for a 30-hour tuna safari. It's me and my buddy Neil. Right now we're at 61st Street Pier. We're getting ready to catch some pinfish for bait, so hopefully we can catch some fish, head out offshore, catch some scamp, catch some AJ, and hopefully tonight we'll catch some tuna. So we're going to take a whole bunch of videos, so stay tuned. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks. Alright, so this is the 61st Street, what I call the 61st Street Pier, but it's actually Jamel Bay Park in the city of Galveston. And if you see where the sign is, this is a little bit further down from the first entrance. This is the second entrance to the park, closest to the ocean. And where I usually catch fish is normally underneath this first pole. However, the light's out, so I'm gonna move down to the second, third, and fourth poles to see if there's any fish there. But that's where we're gonna try and catch fish at. Basically what we're using is a sabiki rig. I got a 6-hook sabiki rig and I cut it in half, so we've got 2 poles with 3 hooks on each one, and we're going to use that tip with shrimp to try and catch the pinfish. You've got to have shrimp on there. They won't hit just a blank sabiki hook, so we'll give it a shot. I'll show you what the bait bucket looks like. We're just using a standard bubbler bait bucket combination, but I always bring 2 bubblers just in case. I came down here one time and one of my bubblers stopped working, which was kind of a pain, but I've got 2 bubblers going in there, so you can see there's tons of bubbles being created to keep the pinfish oxygenated. So hopefully we can catch a few fish and get going. So if you remember from the last video, what we're going to do with the shrimps, we're actually going to break the head off. These are still frozen. Break the head off and throw that in the water, hopefully bring some pinfish around. Then we're going to cut basically this first piece right here. The shrimp nub is a good piece to use. We'll cut that, and then when the shrimp is defrosted, what we'll do is we'll kind of angle it this way and just try and slice in the groove between the shell like this, and that'll give you nice little pieces you can put on your hook. They're good and small, just the right size for a pinfish. So we'll give this a shot and see if we can catch some. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sabiki hook and just basically insert that into the shrimp, trying to get as much shell as you can so that the meat just doesn't fall off. I've got 3 hooks right now. We'll see how well that works. These pinfish are really good at stealing bait, but we've got a pound of shrimp, so hopefully we can catch a couple of them. I'm going to put a piece of shrimp on each hook, and then we'll just drop those straight in the water. You don't even need a weight on these because the water's not very deep. Just going to basically drop them and free line them down, and hopefully catch a pinfish. Takes a while to sink.
Oh.
Did you get one?
Well, I had a nibble. Let me see if I'm out of bait.
Get close.
Let me go ahead and load up a little more shrimp. Yeah, they destroyed this shrimp.
Yeah, it doesn't take them long. There we go. Ooh. All right, first drop. Look at that, 2. High five, man. 2 pinfish. There we go. That's what we're looking for. The little fish on the bottom is actually the perfect size for a scamp grouper. The big fish on top is probably perfect size for an AJ. So got a couple good baits here to catch a variety of fish offshore. What perfection looks like. I dropped 3 baits and caught 3 fish. We've already got a dozen, so this is moving on to the next dozen. We want to catch 3 dozen for bait, and then we'll be ready to go. This is basically the boarding process for the new Buccaneer. So basically once you get here, you put your stuff in line. As you can see, there's a long line of people. We were like the second group to get here, so our stuff's sitting right there. But you put your stuff in line and then go into the office here and check in. When you check in at the office, they give you your boarding pass, which is your number for your fish as well as your bunk assignment, and then you go ahead and jump on the boat.
All right, everybody, please have the top part of your ticket out and ready to go off for me. You got a cooler and you're bringing it on board, just let me look inside of it real quick.
All right, so get ready to board the new Buccaneer. I'm in fishing spot 41, bunch 14, so we're gonna take our inside stuff first. Then we go and store our stuff top side. Here, buddy.
And the top part of the ticket tore off for me. Good morning, good morning. You know your bench number, right?
Roger that.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Which one? This is probably the worst bench on the boat because it's all the way up. So I always tell people to recommend to get the bunks in the back of the boat so to smooth the ride. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
We throwing live bait in here?
Yeah, we just turned it on. It'll be like maybe a couple minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got our water running through it.
Cool deal.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any of the for the electric reels? Any of the rod holders?
Yeah.
Should I get one from you?
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Definitely take it right now.
Awesome. Just put it on spot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
They're still filling up the live well right now.
Okay.
Hey Matt, how are you, man?
Good, how are y'all?
I'm doing all right, buddy. You on the Perdido today?
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing's been great anywhere, but it sounds like there's some fish showing up at Perdido
Awesome.
over the last week or so.
If anybody can find them, man, it's you. I could use the milk crate to put my rods in. So you see some people have their rods in milk crate. Other people just bungee theirs to the side. Either one works. Whatever you're comfortable with.
That was the 8 this one. Hey, did you get to see that? Somebody made the entire toilet bowl brown and then got all of the seat brown too. Like, it's horrible. That said it's the worst he's ever seen the toilet ever. I think
So one of those.
I think Matt got a picture of it if you want to see it. It's worth seeing. Yeah, it's that Matt took a
Alright, so we're at the first spot and gonna go try and get everything set up, drop electric down. The Vermillion spot. I'm gonna go down 150 feet basically until I go through 2 colors. Stop right there, see if we get a pick up a bite there on 2 colors. This is typical beeliner. Matt's saying that the fish aren't all the way on the bottom, so I'll stop it a little bit short, see if I get a bite, and if not I'll lower it down a little bit more and try until I get a bite. As you can see, my neighbor's already hooked up. Looks like a couple people hooked up down the line. This is usually, Stetson Rock at least, is usually a pretty high kingfish spot. Might get anything else to go all the way down the bottom. Runner. Alright, fish on. It didn't take long, all the way down the bottom and just hang tight till we get a fish. Hopefully, see what it is, see if it's a blue runner. Got a beeliner on. Lots of blue runners, a beeliner. Vermillion on, you see the color down there, not a big one, but we'll take him. We can get him in the boat. Alright, here's fish number 2. Second drop, all the way down the bottom. Fighting like a beeliner, so if it is. The problem with beeliner a lot is they'll come off on the way up. Another beeliner. Little ones. For this drop, and deckhand's hooking it up for me. It's a little bit different. It's got 2 weights, a longer leader, single hook.
Little trick, if you go through the cheeks right here, they can still breathe, open their mouth. But if you lock them up, little trick, they'll stay a lot longer, alive a lot longer.
All right, awesome. technique from the deckhands.
Y'all go ahead, Marcus. The Beeliners close to the bottom here. Marcus and Jacks up high in the water. We caught 3 Jacks right off the bat on the last stop, and then the flipper showed up. When the flipper showed up, he put it into that. As the flipper showed up on the last one, was probably
You going all the way down or halfway down?
All the way down. You want it to bounce on the bottom. Call it thumping. Call it thumping whenever they can feel it and hear it down there. They come to investigate, and then they see that little pinfish.
Marcus from Amberjack's about 100 foot down. We're probably going to have to pick this rest up or something.
That's funny. My business is talking about fishing. I sell thumpers.
Yeah, pick it up.
Oh, get a bite.
Shouldn't take too long. Get that thing right snap.
It's tapping now. You see it? There we go.
Start rhythm. Start rhythm.
It's big, whatever it is.
Hopefully it's a red snapper.
Yeah, hope not. It's jerking now. See color, it looks pretty light.
That's pretty red.
Looks pretty red. Little red.
Thick here.
Yep.
Find the spots where the red snapper ain't that thick, and that's a lot easier.
I hooked something big on the pin. Doesn't want to give up.
Snappers, huh?
I hope not, but it could be. It's fighting like one. It definitely doesn't fight like a grouper. Unless it dies halfway up. Big old red. American red. Yep. Alright, so this is a 4 spot. We just hit it, deep water spot. Everybody's dropping down all the way down to the bottom. We're in 330 feet of water. Just pulled up a nice AJ. And we'll see what happens. Somebody's got a nice AJ?
Watch your hips.
I don't think so. Hard to say. It's all tangled up. There you go. There you go, you got Keller. Vermillion, looks like. Oh, grouper!
Grouper.
Grouper! Is that a yellow edge or what is it? Scamp?
Wow. Sorry. That's the only way I know how to catch fish.
Obviously.
Is that on mine, right? Or it's a little quicker?
Yeah, it's on the...
So now
No, it's on.
it's all mine. It's mine.
Okay. Here, that's you, baby.
I'm trying to get you, AJ.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so for all you new people that want to understand how this works on a new Buccaneer, what you see is in front of the bow, everybody's got their rods up. Looks like everybody's going to start with a halco. I don't see any poppers. But basically what you have to do is when you're getting ready to cast, if my rod's here, before I cast I have to look behind me and make sure that no one else is getting ready to cast so we don't tangle up at the same time. And then once you do that, just go ahead and cast and reel in. At this point we'll probably all stay in the spot. Sometimes we do rotations where we'll throw it and we'll walk down towards the back of the boat until we get to the end of where the shelter starts, and then we'll turn around and walk up here and do it again. So either option works, but we'll see what happens. Fish on! Come on! Come on down, quick!
Jack, yeah, wow.
Going back the other way? Yeah, he's still on. Little blackfin or little yellow, one or the other. All right, so that's the first tuna of the night. Coming down, guys. We were supposed to be moving the boat, but who's got what? Wrap them, unwrap them. Other way. There you go. They're apart. Go ahead, Neil. Keep going. Yeah, real. Blackfin. I wish. Reel your fish, Neil. Move your rod, coming through, guys. Hot rod, hot rod.
Hey guys, reel them up, reel them up.
There's a little blackfin. Maybe. All right, Neil, way to go.
That's my third.
Third? Holy crap. All blackfin? All blackfin?
Yeah.
Got a couple yellows up front. You guys get any yellows back here?
Small. One is 7.5.
Okay.
The other got 25. Small.
Gotcha. So this is Mr. Fan. He's famous on the New Buccaneer. He fishes all the time. Him and his crew are some of the best fishermen you'll ever meet.
You got him?
Yeah, he's got one.
Ready to hit him.
Don't do that.
Looks like yellow. Dickhead, Gaff!
Yellowfin.
Dickhead.
You got him?
I think we should be all right if I can. All kinds of weird shit.
All right, yellowfin on board. Nice.
Oh, yeah, nice, man.
Is that yellowfin down deep or up high?
About 20 seconds.
Guys, looks like so far we get this a nice yellowfin, lots of blackfin. It's been a good trip so far. Lots of feet in the boat. He hit on the way down. Start reeling back up and he hit. See a little blackfin. The way the head's bobbing, he's not ripping out drag.
Catch your fish?
Yeah. Small one.
Blackfin?
The big one.
Eagle one.
Big one. He takes out track when he gets to the boat. One little booger.
He didn't even give me a chance to hit him.
Nope. He's trying to leave the neighborhood. Sorry, Manny. Ain't nothing I can do to control them. Last one I caught swam to me. Thought I didn't have anything on there. It's like a blackfin. It's all good, man. I got you, I got one too. Grab your line and raise them up. What are you? I think come underneath me. Bring your yeah.
Because it can rip out of the lip, and if it rips out, that thing becomes a slingshot.
Yeah, I got you. I didn't even realize he was out of water. I couldn't see him good. The drift, and I'm on the jigging side. Most people are jigging right now. I'm catching a few up on top of the bow with halcos, but most people are jigging. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 people hooked up at the same time.
I'm still out there.
Oh, fish on. Might go try some halcos. Gotta throw something different. Get worn out. Water bites on.
Lost him?
No, he's running towards the boat.
Alright, going out. Good. Out.
Gotta go your way. I think it's just a blackie. He's gonna tackle everybody up. Sorry, guys.
Very good.
Run back here, guys. I'll have to get some.
Hope you can see.
There, I saw it.
Okay. Guy hooked up next to me.
No.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, big blackjack guy.
And hook up. We got a
Yeah, big
yellowfin
one.
hooked over in the corner. On the halcos, so now the halco bite's really getting hot. The thing I like about topwater halcos and swim baits, they're not as hard to do as jigging 600 feet deep or throwing poppers and having to swish them. Going out. Still fighting a yellowfin. Fish number 2. Not really fighting, not having the head shakes of a blackfin. This could be a yellow. There's the yellowfin. Did not like that. Come on. Look your stick. There he is. Black. Decent black though.
Step back some. Or grab your line. So grab your line.
Okay, I'll walk back for you. What?
Maybe I should gaff him. He's pretty
Yeah.
heavy. I don't want to break your line.
Yeah, please. Nice black. Cool. This is a pretty cool image of the moon at night. And then this is what Perdido looks like up close. So you see the rig, and then there's the tender ship. Somebody on that side just hooked up with a fish. You can see him fighting the fish and start taking down the boat. So he's got to head down there so he can catch him. Running a pretty epic bite right now. Neil just hooked up. I just hooked up. Fish are on, and I got one on. I'll try to reel it in. Oh, forgot to set the hook. Going out. Fish are jumping everywhere. This is what you call a hot bite, Neil. Getting hooked up left and right.
Walk all the way down.
Oh well. Just let him.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's coming this way, I think. Let me see.
Coming out.
Okay, I'm coming. Watch out, guys. I think he just got off. Oh, wow. One of my favorite ways to fishing is actually with a popper. So I've cast it out, now I'm just popping it once in a while. See if we can bring some fish to bite. I've had them actually jump out of the water and land on top of a popper before, which is pretty cool. But right now, there's so many bites on halcos, I think I'll switch back to halcos. Make one more cast with a popper maybe, or not. So this big yellow we just caught.
I haven't seen one of them thrown in a while.
It's probably a 50 pounder maybe. But there's tons of fish right now, we're getting lots of bites. Walk down guys, walk down. Walk down to your fish. We're approaching the port of Galveston. If you look back behind the boat, all the way around, all you can see is container ships. I think the port is pretty backed up right now because of all the COVID delays, not to mention this is Christmas season, all the stuff that's coming for Christmas is showing up. But we're almost back to land. If you look at the far distance, ahead of some of the ships, you can see the buildings and stuff that represent land. So we should be there in another 15-20 minutes. We make about, I think it's 21 knots, around 25 miles an hour. There's more ships over here. So you can see last night's haul. We ended up with, I think, over 30 yellowfin. And I don't know how many blackfin. We caught tons of blackfin. But we did catch some really, really nice yellowfin on a variety of tactics. Some were on halcos, some were on jigs, some were on chunk. We couldn't chunk in the very beginning because the currents were kind of funky. They were pushing everything underneath the boat. But once the current shifted, we were able to chunk and catch some fish as well. We also caught a BlackJack, which is kind of a unique fish we don't catch out here very often. I walk down the side of the boat. The deckhands are laying out all the fish and spraying them down. It may look like this is for show, but it really facilitates the unboarding process and getting all the fish off the boat. Here's some of the blackfin they're going to be bringing out, a few more of the yellowfin. As you can see, it's a pretty good trip. The fish are being stored in these baskets. I know one time somebody thought we had a trash can full of fish, but that's actually just where we put the fish. So we still got a whole bunch of blackfin to kick out. Buckets and buckets of blackfin. They're also taking the bottom fish that we caught yesterday. And basically what they'll do is they'll take these out and hang them up. You can see yesterday we caught several grouper, some halcos jack, and a whole bunch of Vermillion snapper or Beeliner. Also caught one barracuda. Where they're hanging up the bottom fish, some of the AJs, etc. As you can see, it was number one, it was an epic trip, and number two, the deckhands really worked their butts off. They're fantastic when you're fishing because they help you untangle. They'll recommend different rigs for you, everything. So if you're ever interested in doing a trip on one of these party boats, I definitely recommend New Buccaneer. Fantastic crew, fantastic captain, and fantastic results both from a bottom fishing standpoint as well as from a tuna fish standpoint.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hope
you had a good one.
Of course, man. Always, you guys. You bet, man. Thanks, guys. Time to unload from the boat. Everybody's grabbing their gear and heading out.
51!
Who's y'all? 41? 41.
I don't know. She said she's your mom.
Number 9!
Yeah, that's my wife.
49!
Get a pin.
49!